Welcome to Ross-Age Stadium, home to the Purdue Boilermakers here in West Lafayette, Indiana, and they have been ready to go boiler up since early this morning. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Cornhuskers will kick it off to get us underway. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Boilermakers offense takes the field to start this game off. This has an old school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone. He will get the rock early and often.
The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the return, it's Lloyd. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Cornhuskers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking to safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Leaves it with the running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35. And the Huskers are marching down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! And And they break the seal on the scoring.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Working that left side now. Corralled and brought down by the defense. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Card. Quickly out to the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
2 running backs alongside the quarterback. The back goes in motion. Powers through the defender. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Wants to throw. It's Card. He's right on target. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their feet.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Finds his man. It's Nair.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. The quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The Huskers will send out the punt unit. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious. He is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He's got it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Card. Grabs it in the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. And the Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Makes the catch. Bounced off his feet.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Boilermaker! They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at
going for the big play. Wide open. He makes the catch. Turns it on down the left side. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Nebraska.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Ohio State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off-play action on first down. Got his man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
Wide receiver shows motion. Going up top on first down. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Card. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it.
Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's a...
Oh, it's blocked. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive.
He's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. He's looking to throw. He's going to let it go. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position points here before the half.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Oh, he wants it all. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Card. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. He got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Purdue.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those 1st downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Stopped after making the catch.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Plows through the defense. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Banks. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead. He wants to take the top off. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Movement here from the tight end. The give to the back. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Forced out of the pocket. Gets it out fast. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time.
And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Huskers!
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boston College is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Chestnut Hill for a long time. They're up by 17 over Western Kentucky. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the move at the 30. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right, you see that blocking and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls and throws out the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. To throw, it's Card. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot. Stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Purdue. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
But this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Discards a man. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Banks. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. He wants some postseason awards, keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the outside to the left. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one. And
now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
That makes Nebraska 31, Purdue 17.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
Return runs out of bounds.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Boilermakers will hustle to the line. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got room on the return. Spins away. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Return runs out of bounds.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well. Thanks, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help them too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give them some easy throws.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking for a man. It's Card. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. The offense starts with a short field. They'll give it to the back. Fighting off the defender. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll try the run. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They bring him down, but a solid pickup will put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Give to the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go right back to it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.